Central Square, Cambridge here, a regular, and has his regular show there. He's also a regular with us. He's been a former comic in residence, and has just become one of the strongest comics in Boston. Let's welcome Mr. Liam McGurk.
Hey, you guys like National Public Radio? Like some good old NPR? Of course. Yeah, it's on 24 hours a day. You know, I think that's too long to be on. I think at some point you start making up stories to fill the time. Because I was listening to it, and then out of the radio I heard, coming up next, the problematic backstory of the Dewey Decimal System. I was like, how? No, what? It's a numerical system to divide books. There's no way in hell. And then 20 minutes into that story, I was like, it needs to be stopped. It's hurt so many people. I will never go to another library knowing that the damage is caused. And then I heard, coming up next, the dark history of wind chimes. And I turned it off. I wasn't ready. I needed to not know for my mental health. All people's mental health is good in here. Good mental health? Okay, somebody has something pressing that we need to intervene on. That sounded iffy. Mine's pretty good. I had to go to a psych hospital. I got diagnosed with paranoia psychosis. I feel great. I feel like I got a clean slate. I think when you're my millennial age, you fantasize about getting that dream diagnosis to explain all your failures away. Tabula rasa, baby. I felt like I've read the blogs of so many toxic millennials that were like, I cheated on him with his brother, but then I found out that I was dyslexic. I'd always tried to explain to him how undermined I felt when he made fun of my tipping ability, and now... Please join me on my journey to healing. Doing good now. I'm seeing a woman I really like. She's 16 years older than me. Thank you. That's what I was fishing for. Thank you. I'm attracted to older women. I like how their snacks are more well thought out. You know what I mean? They get those crackers that are so good, they feel like cookies, they feel forbidden. I love the seafoam green on their robes. I like how they really sound like they mean it when they tell me I'm doing my best. I think the hardest part about seeing a woman 16 years older than you after you used to see a woman 24 years older than you, after you used to go out with a woman that was 14 years older than you, is convincing your mom she did a good job as your mom. Mom, don't be sad. If anything, I liked you too much. I feel you pulling back. Come back to me. Come back to me. It's going good. She's got 3 kids. I think I'm going to be a stepdad. I don't start families, but I finish them. She won't let me meet her kids. She won't. It's not my fault. I'm gonna figure out how to make more money than your teenage son. An assistant manager at a seafood restaurant like some prodigy. I've started to make more money for a long time. I was at Panera Bread because I wanted to be a comedian and I had a substance abuse problem. So that's how that works. I was there 3 years, never once on one of their company brochures in front of a panini press. With an excerpt under me, Liam McGurk. He's been here 3 years. He just keeps staying. I used to get so mad. It was a child job, and they had a bunch of corporate rules, like you could get fired if you try to stop a robbery. It's a real rule. The official rule is called don't be a hero. But I think everybody in here knows that the real rule is don't be a hero, parentheses, unless you've got this. Because if I do the calculations in my head and things are coming up, Liam, I'm going in there. This guy may have a gun. I've got a frozen turkey carcass and a good feeling about this. I'm not afraid, like all employees of Panera Bread. I'm ready to die at any minute. Please kill me. Please shoot me. Please. They'll definitely call me a hero if you do. It's a good ending. Good ending. But I am sober now. I'm sober. Sober guy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. A lot of audiences, they won't applaud because they don't believe me. I understand. I look like 5 minutes before this set, I was outside smoking the exhaust pipe of my car. And I have this voice that makes me sound like I have a favorite flavor of aerosol can. I used to smoke weed every second of every day, but now look at me. I've lost 3 coats since December. I think somebody stole them. I think someone stole them. But, all right, hold on. You guys will like this. You guys will like this. Everybody look at the person to the left of you. Look at the person to the right of you. Now, statistically speaking, one of you stole my fucking coats. And no one's leaving until I get that coat or a coat of equivalent value. I got it at the Working Man's Kohl's Ocean State Job Lot in the same aisle as the electronics. It is kind of a sacrifice being sober. My 3 main outlets for pleasure now: seltzer water, Q-tips, and acting like a coffee shop manager who used to play high school sports. It's a mentality thing. I have really firm posture. I give out very painful handshakes. And then I say stuff like, do me a favor, have a great weekend. And they're like, what are you, life coaching my latte? What the But oh my God, I love Q-tips so much. Holy, I don't know if there's any tip fans in here, but I don't know anything about the human ear. I can just tell you, based on how it feels, stuff's supposed to go inside of them. Absolutely. Love it. I hate people that tell you not to use Q-tips. They're always so stupid. I had this teacher that was like, oh, you should never put a Q-tip in your ear. I did. And I started to bleed. I had an infection. I couldn't hear for weeks. Don't tell me I can't put a Q-tip in my ear just because you flew too close to the sun. I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to go for my brain. I know the perfect distance at which to enjoy this siren song. When it starts to feel too good, I pull away. My only problem with Q-tips, I can't own them because they come in packs of 700. I'll start a fire. I'd start a fire. Like, you know how adult bookstores and libraries have those rooms you're kind of allowed to jerk off in? I wish CVS would just sell you 1 Q-tip. Let me use your bathroom for 3 minutes. You know what I mean? Bit of self-care. Bit of self-care. And then I've been thinking about this in my travels, who my favorite celebrity is, because so many have been canceled. Yeah, my favorite poet, Joseph Stalin, it turns out, did a second thing. I was thinking from going to like AA meetings, I think my favorite celebrity, Jesus Christ. You guys know JC of Bethlehem? I like him because you could grade him on a 2,000-year curve. That guy's record's clean. And I mean, say what you will about, a lot of his fans, but he himself, the guy's never been racist or sexist or worked with R. Kelly on a gospel after that video came out. And then been like, I don't believe what they say about my boy Robert. Like, I'm not Christian, he's just like a good guy. He just seems like a good guy. I want to get a necklace of him, but I don't want to get him on the cross because I don't like to remember the bad times. I feel like having Jesus on the cross as your necklace is like if the background picture on your phone was your girlfriend crying. Why would you choose to remember this? Why? This one's worse. I feel like having Jesus on the cross as your necklace is like if Flava Flav's clock was always set to 9/11. Like you gotta let yourself forget sometimes. It's really the only way to heal. I'm just saying, I want Jesus on a necklace, but I want him doing this. That's when he won the Pinewood Derby when he was 9. Just like a nice memory of the guy. I feel like I've come a long way because I used to want to be a rapper in high school, and that hurts to tell people. Part of it is because I suffer from a condition. It's called high-functioning weird kid. You know those kids that were in your English class and you would look at them and think, his thoughts are happening too far from his face. Why is he in all my classes? Am I slow? Am I secretly slow? And then I wrote for years and realized I could never make an album because my producer was going to be like, dude, you wrote like 14 songs about social anxiety. Like out of 14, I can't release any of these songs. Song number 1, hey baby, why don't you come over here and initiate conversation? Song number 2, hey baby, could you take me home? I don't like night driving. Song number 3, where's the party at? Parentheses, I can only stay an hour. Song number 4, I can't truly be myself when the cat's in the room. And song number 5, I'm cold. I'm so cold. Because one of you Somerville pieces of shit stole my coat. All right, thank you.